Welcome back, humans! You know what day it is. My name is Jaime, giving you exclusive events on headlines that you didn't even know you needed. And with that said, let's get on with some vents. Fight! Humans, I'm not sure if you feel about the same way, but I kind of have this weird feeling. You know, they talk about the simulation. They talk about all these strange, Matrix, all those things like that. And I talk about them on episodes. But I feel like I'm unhappy with the program that we are been, that's been given to us. Like how I feel like we've been programmed. I feel like we've been programmed, basically. And I don't like the program they've been giving us lately. This new software just sucks. Like this new upload, I don't like it. And we don't get a chance to send it back for no refund. I just feel like we are being programmed. And the problem is a lot of people don't know we're being programmed because we're programmed. And I'm trying to say, that's why I'm here to tell you that I feel like we're being programmed. And they use so many tools out there, and now with this technology developments, they have so many more tools out there and ways to get us. Like we can't, every new gadget is just like a new sparkly tool. When they used to, like the raccoon trap, the homemade raccoon trap. You cut the holes in the can and you put the piece of foil in there. And you fucking, it won't let go of it, so it keeps its arm trapped in there. And you cut, it's the homemade trap. It's the old tale. It's the old tale of the sea. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, we just can't help it. A new gadget, we're going to just go jump on it. And that's another way they can keep us programmed or tracked or whatever any way they want to do it. And we just fall for it every time. It's like new bait. Like, it's not even bait anymore. We just grab it. Like we're already the fish we're already the goldfish in the bowl. Like once the little food sprinkles come, everybody just starts swarms around it. And that's what they do with all this new technology, so we can stay programmed. Like let's use social media for instance. It started going out there, first the internet, and then chat rooms, and then social media came through. And man, that was like an end game right there. The CIA even admitted that the social media literally eliminated fucking so many middlemen because of how many people were posting shit all over the fucking internet that it was so much easier for them to track them. Like they were, I can just find this person's family members all right here on the social media, and they were finding people left and right. Not only that, the social media thing would fuel, racism and hate. It would fuel self-judgment. It would fuel judgment on others. It would fuel self-hate and self-doubt. They would fuel segregation. It would fuel separation. And the Instagrams, it'd make everybody self-hate each other or self-judge. And people were talking about don't shame and don't this shame and don't that shame. But people were getting shamed, and you keep these social media platforms to let people let this go through this every day. It's like a mental roller coaster for some people out there that got to get likes in the photos and, going out there and take all these risky photos and things like that out there to get them clicks. But I feel like that's another program. They're making you just desensitize you to things like this. That way they make it feel like it's supposed to be normal. And I feel like the Snapchats and the Instagrams and all them, people are making a living off these things, which is, I understand all that stuff, but I'm saying I feel like they're starting to break down boundaries of our own morality, of our own morals in a way, because I feel like they're trying to sexualize humans in a younger and younger age. And I feel with these social medias, a lot of younger people have access to these accounts, which I understand you're doing that for a living, but there's younger people that have access to these things. And that's where I feel like it's, and they're trying to push it into the school system sometimes. And that's another program. They're trying to program even younger and younger. So the programs, I'm just not happy with it. And like I said, social media is just one of those, one of those examples. And like I said, a lot of young kids are getting into it more and more. Like I said, you go to the restaurants and you have younger children out there and they got a phone in their hand. First it starts with video games, and next thing you know, you can chat on the video games. You can be like, hey man, good game or whatever. Then it takes you on to, I want to talk more. It's just kind of easing you into want to get into the social media game, get into the Facebooks and Instagrams and all the other huge platforms out there to, get fed more of this programming from all angles, and I feel like they're feeding it to you younger and younger. Even with the gaming systems and the headsets. These guys are talking about kids all over the world, and You know, I have a son that games and all that stuff. You can hear the crazy stuff that people are saying all over the place. You know what I mean? And when you were younger, it was just like, that was some crazy shit. Now it feels like normal. Like when you like, oh, I'm going to go check on my son. You used to tell your kids to keep the room closed. You know, I want the door open. You know, I want the door open a little bit when I'm in the house. You know, I don't want the door closed when you got people over. I want to make sure I know what you guys are doing. It's like, oh, I'm going to go check on the kids. But now they're gaming. You hear them cussing and swearing and shit. I'm like, man, shut the door. Man, shut that door. You're being too fucking loud. What the hell? Watch your mouth. You know, shut that door and shit if you're going to be talking like that. It's like backwards. And that's all part of the programming. So even the mainstream media, for another example, the mainstream media, like let's say, and I mean like all our news networks, you know, like all the news networks. It don't matter even if it's the ones we like. Even if there's the ones we like that even talk about like stuff you really want to hear about, they're all still bought and paid for, and they're all still part of the programming. Have you seen all those videos where it seems like they all say the same phrase, and if you play them all at the same time, because they're all scripted, you know, like I said, bought and paid for. Cha-ching. You know, big old paychecks to say that stuff. You know, big old paychecks to push that news. You know, big old paychecks to push that propaganda and narratives. It's like big old paychecks all around. And it seems like, you know, with all this inflation, we're footing the bill. No, I'm just kidding. But the mainstream media, like I said, all the news channels, what do they do out there? They push crime stories, terrorist threats, you know, fear your neighbor, gun violence, hate crimes, race crimes. These are assault weapons, domestic terrorists, hate speeches. Sound familiar? You know, these people are causing riots. There are riots in the streets. There are peaceful protesters. There are all these things and that's what the social media in the mainstream media does. This is the mainstream media, like all the news. And then they'll come out there right now, like what's happening right now. You know, there's possible coming to the end of these midterms and all this stuff like that. New presidents and new candidates coming out to come and take this old guy that can't even fucking, you know, dude's getting lost everywhere now. I wonder if he's going to make it to the new election when he comes to the re-election, if he's going to find his way there. You know, like if people don't want him to, you know, it's obvious his own side don't want him to run. They're probably just not going to tell him where it's at. So he's probably going to have no luck finding it. Not even his wife, not even good old Jill is going to tell him where it's at. Because she's programmed too. They're all programmed. I think we're screwed because we're all programmed. It's like we're programmed on all sides. As soon as you sell your soul to that side, you know, you're programmed to say all this shit to us. But anyways, yeah, the news, like I said, they just push all this junk in our faces. And what are we supposed to do? You know, we're supposed to look how bad the other guy is, so we're supposed to forget what this old dude's doing. Has anybody remember about his kid's laptop? You know, I mean, nobody cares about it. They're just going to classify these fucking shit that's on a laptop. It's all crazy things on there. I mean, they already classified, what's his name, Anthony Weiner. I don't know if you guys remember that shit. The dude had this crazy laptop with like 18 classified emails and all this crazy stuff because he was married to somebody on the Clinton team. My man had some crazy information, and then he had a section on his laptop that was called life insurance. I don't know if you all remember that shit. The dude had a fucking section on there called life insurance. Like, for real, life insurance. And he said there was videos on there of Hillary doing some crazy things of like sexual things to like, I don't even want to say other things to get my video flagged, but it's out there. But apparently those documents all got classified, you know, and they're going to go raid the other president right now and probably unclassify his will and shit. Like, oh, he was going to leave this money to this person and now he's not. So that's why he's a bad person before he becomes president. You know, they're going to just say all this crazy shit out there. And just so you don't pay attention to these people that are actually doing some crimes out here. And like I said, they're probably all doing shady shit. But once in a while, there might be some people. I mean, I was always taught, like, you know, so there's got to be a reason why they're coming after somebody. You know what I mean? It seems like all these good people that had, like, people power, they go after really fast. And, like, look at, like I said, you go back in history. Excuse me. You know, like I said, the Malcolm X's, the John F. Kennedys, you know, the people had these crazy power, and people are just like, man, I don't think that's enough. You know, that's enough. Whoa, you're getting crazy now. You know, even went after Reagan's ass, you know what I'm saying? But he fucking, after they went for him, he fucking recognized, and then he played ball. You know, he was even warning us about the government trying to stick their mind in their hands into too much shit. He was like, you know, the 7 craziest words were, I don't even know if it's exactly the same shit. I'd have to count it. But it was like, I'm the government, and I'm here to help. It was 8 words. I don't know. I might have fucked it all up. But so I'm telling you, he tried to warn us, and then they tried to kill his ass, and then he was talking different shit. He flipped to the drug war. And then was the war on drugs, just say no, and all that shit happened. And you know how good the fucking war on drugs going, right? How about everybody in the fucking, all these fucking fentanyl fucking overdoses and all these fucking deaths happening from all this shit. They don't seem to be stopping that, but they seem to be in a hurry to stop fucking anybody from running for president against this old ass senile dude. That's more important than all these fucking overdoses from these drugs coming across the fucking border. Program. Mainstream media program. They want you to be afraid of the fucking guns that you're protecting your house with than fucking the fucking drugs that are fucking coming across the border that are killing people every fucking day. People used to get drugs and just get high off them. And still that was bad. Now they're fucking like, it's either they're getting high or they're fucking dying off the shit because it's fucking fentanyl coming across the borders. But, let's worry about this fucking Trump guy that's fucking everybody, let's worry about this fucking orange guy fucking stealing all the fucking media and the old dude getting lost all over the fucking place and Pelosi drunk as fuck on the podium, and all these fucking perverts walking free while the world's getting desensitized for them to walk free and safe in this world. That's another programming thing I'm about to get to, but let's just pay attention to other shit while this is going on. Programming, programming. That's what the television programming was all about. Damn it. That's all I can say, humans. It's just strange, They use all this stuff to program us. Music. And I love me some music. I love everything, But they use it to program, and they're using it to program the young youth right now. They're making it so sexual right now. Like, I remember girls used to dress in sexual outfits. Like Madonna used to do her weird stuff, and like, and other female musicians would dress in sexual ways. Even the male musician would, LL Cool J started getting ripped. Mark Wahlberg, all these people started getting, started showing muscles was popular again and shit, right? And then now it's like every female singer is like like every female stage outfit, it looks like a fucking bathing suit. I don't understand. It's not all stripper outfits, but they all got no pants on no more. They're just fucking bathing suit bottoms. Like every performer's like a fucking in a bathing suit, like, or a stripper outfit. Like, I don't get it. I know you can sing. What if they wore a nice dress and still sang? They were like, no, we have to sexualize it. Little kids listen to you, and you're going to be on stage in this fucking panties and shit. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's programming. Desensitizing the youth. And that's what, it's another part of the programming with the music. Get a fast car, do drugs, get jewelry. Buy these fake lifestyles you ain't going to get. They push these fake lifestyles. Get rich with no skills. Get money with no skills. Ball out with no abilities whatsoever to get the money to ball out with. But you can ball out. How are these rappers balling out with no skill? They tell you how to get money, but there's no instructions on how to get money. They all just tell you to get money. Go buy these chains. Racks on racks. Stacks. Spend stacks on this wrist and stacks on the fingers and stacks on the chains and all that shit. But they didn't tell you how they did it. That would be an interesting story, wouldn't it? We probably find out later when, like the Island Boys coming out. They go, oh, yeah, we sold our souls. We sold our souls, And every time you try to get your soul back, they fuck your shit up. Now you're crazy and you're poor. So there you go. So you'll probably still be getting your stacks as long as your souls are sold and bought and paid for, You'll still see success as long as you sell those souls. Anyways, that was another one. That was another way they program us humans. Here's another one, movies. Villains are all glorified in all these fucking movies, and everybody can't wait for the next villain in the next movie so we can all dress like that villain on Halloween. All the kids can't wait to be the next villain on Halloween. Like, the killer Joker, the dude kills everybody. Let me go be Michael Myers and be all the killers on TV. But they'll trip if you go to school. We want to dress as Jesus and go to school. You can be an angel / stripper angel, but don't go there dressed like a, perfectly, like a biblical description of an angel. Like, hey, man, something's wrong with it. You can't go as a preacher to school unless he's got like a fake prosthetic boner, but you can go. Otherwise, you can't go as a preacher. Program. But anyways, like I said, these movies, fucking everything like the crime guys lately, it's always like, we have to go and suffer these crazy, like almost world-ending fucking events before we can even have some form of peace. I feel like that's being programmed into us too, humans. Like we just can't go to like something nice, you know, like you just have to go through this crazy shit. Every movie's like the world's almost gonna end. Like look at all the fucking Avenger movies. Like fucking this shit's gonna end the world. This shit's gonna end the world. All the Men in Black movies. These aliens to come to end the fucking world. Everything's gonna end the world. You know, World War I, war like end the world. Like everything fucking, you know, day after tomorrow, killing the world. You know, all this shit. The world ends. You know, all this shit ending, and then we fucking see something good. I feel like that's part of the program too. Why can't it just be like, hey, we're gonna do something good now? It's like, and just avoid all the crap. Like, why you got to program us with that? I feel like that's part of the program. And then we're supposed to, like, every time we're supposed to have this, like, serious thing and the world's going to end, we got to have this false idol or somebody to worship at the end that comes and saves us, a.k.a. the superhero or the superhero team. You notice there used to be one superhero. Now they do a superhero team to make, like, symbolize, like, the government. And they're all tied to the government now. Like, they were against the government. The government was like, no, you can't have a superhero, and superheroes can't do shit. And then these accords came in. All of a sudden, these accords came into these superhero movies, and now they're like a group. They put them on a group, and that's how so now we're going to, you know, program to see the team. And that's what I feel like they're programming us and these false idols to symbolize the fucking powerful government that comes to save the world. You know, and it used to be the superheroes and shit, and now it's not. It means something else because it's programming. And remember when they say words like this too on TV, everywhere, on every platform, from music to social media to movies to everything, to the mainstream media. They use words like homophobic, transphobic, you're a racist, you're left, you're right, you're fucking, what's that? You're a liberal, you're a conservative, you're, you know, Republican, you know, what's the other fucking shit? Democrat. You're a MAGAs, you're a fucking MAGAs, you're radical, and you're anti this and you're anti that. But yet, that's supposed to mean that they're here to spread unity. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, humans. And if you did, I'd appreciate if you would smash that like button, hit me with a subscription, and turn on them notifications. My name is Jaime, and this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.